Hi friends, this is Kingsley the IELTS trainer, and in this video we are going to see how to do task 1, that is the letter writing for the IELTS general exam. So in IELTS writing task 1, we find that there are 3 types of letters. The first one is a formal, the second one is semi-informal, and the third one is informal. So when you write a formal letter, what is the purpose behind that? Why do we write a formal letter? To whom do we write a formal letter? When we request for some kind of information, for example, you are writing to the Information Commissioner to seek some information about public records, or when you are applying for a job, or when you complain about a product or service, you write a very formal letter to the high authorities. And there is also a purpose behind writing a semi-formal letter. For example, you are complaining to a landlord and you are explaining something to your neighbor, or when you seek permission from a professor or teacher in school or college. So all these categories fall under the semi-formal letters. And we also write informal letters. And what is the purpose behind writing an informal letter? When you invite your friend for a birthday function or for a marriage party, when you thank someone for any kind of gift offered to you, or when you apologize to your friend, and when you seek some kind of advice. So all this would fall under the category of informal letter. So there is a salutation for formal and informal and semi-formal. For formal letters, we begin with "Dear Sir" or "Madam." That is the beginning of the letter, and we end it with "Yours faithfully." And in a semi-formal letter, we write like this. We write "Dear Mr. Brown" or "Dear Mr. Rajesh," "Dear Mr. Singh," or "Dear Miss Stone," and you end it with "Yours sincerely." And in an informal letter, you become more casual. So you're addressing your friend. You write it like "Dear John," "Dear Susan," "Dear Ram." And finally you end it with this: "Best regards, warm wishes." So moving on, how to start the letter for a formal and semi-formal type. You write like this: "I'm writing to inquire about," "I'm writing to inform you," "I'm writing in connection with." And for an informal letter, "I hope you and your family are all well. How have you been? It's been too long since we were last in touch." So you use standard written expressions: "My sincere apologies for," "I'm very sorry for," "I would be grateful if you could you please." So these kind of sentences we use in a formal, informal letters as a standard expression. And we should be very careful as we need to use the right spelling. For example, when you use the words like sincerely, faithfully, connection, there are 2 letters word where you repeat the particular letter. You should be very careful, and you have to divide the letter into paragraphs. First introduction, and then comes the problem and the situation, the solution or the action, and finally the conclusion. So when you write 4 paragraphs, you have to write a minimum of 150 words. If you don't write 150 words, it means that you are under length. But you need not expand it too much. You don't go beyond 170 or 180, and you need to finish the task within 20 minutes. So in your letter, you need to explain the situation, describe why it bothers you, and also suggest a solution. So the parameters you will be scored in writing task 1 for general writing is: 1. For task achievement, you have to give a full response to the question. If you deviate from the question, if you don't answer to the question, then you'll be marked down. And second comes the coherence and cohesion. You have to present your ideas logically, use the paragraphs, ideas make sense, and use standard expressions. And the third point is the lexical resource. You need to use a strong vocabulary, use a correct spelling, and finally the grammatical range and accuracy. So varied sentences, complex sentences, plus the punctuation plus capitalization, all this would carry you to a band 8 or 8.5. So now the question is, I am going to read the question for you for your benefit. You recently received a letter from a friend asking for advice about whether he has to go to college or try to get a job. You think he or she should get a job. Write a letter to this friend. In your letter, say why he or she would not enjoy going to college. Explain why getting a job is a good idea for him or her, and suggest types of job that would be suitable for him or her. So now I'm going to read out the answer for you. So this is falling under a semi-formal or informal type of letter. So you address in the beginning as Dear John, I'm writing a reply to your letter asking for advice about whether to go to college or try to get a job. I think trying to get a job is better for you, and I would like to enlist the reasons. Firstly, I will mention about the disadvantages of going to college. I think you would not enjoy it because in college, especially Indian colleges, you meet people who are around same age as you. You must have met such people in your junior high school and high school. In addition to it, many students tend to just have fun with friends besides study. The reason why this happens is they have a lot of freedom and attendance is not compulsory. For that reason, many students tend to just enjoy, like having parties, going out, traveling. However, college education costs a lot of money. The fees is not cheap as you think. Therefore, I would highly recommend you to take up a job rather than attending college. Secondly, I would like to tell you why getting a job is a good idea, because the valuable point is experience. Unlike college, you can see many people from different age of you. By talking with them, you can get many knowledge of it and it would be good for you. Not only from people, you can also get important experience from working. You would also know how difficult it is to earn money. Lastly, I would like to suggest a type of job that would be suitable to you. I think you're good at talking with people, so you could apply for front office jobs or customer service jobs or even marketing. Your English speaking skills would be of great use to customers. To conclude, I emphasize that you can try for a job rather than going to college. Good luck to you. Best regards, Kingsley. So I hope this video is of immense help to you, and this is Kingsley, the IELTS trainer, signing off from you at the moment. Please subscribe to our channel. Emmanuel's Hub to know more about these kind of videos. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Thank you.